Yay! Hello, everybody!
Hello!
Thank you guys so much for watching 13th Age. Thanks again to Eric Bulgaris and to everyone who joined in watching 13th Age and playing 13th Age. And thank you all for sticking with us and watching us have this really fun Roll20CON stream. We've been really enjoying ourselves here in the back room.
Yeah.
That we're all in somehow, mysteriously. And if you have forgotten who I am, which is always possible, I'm Suzanne. I'm brand manager here at Roll20, and I am joined here, right, maybe, by Mel. Mel Fox.
Hello! Hi, I'm Mel, production coordinator for Roll20.
Mel is one of, we actually recently have been joined by a lot of people, wonderful new hires on the Roll20 team. Mel is one of our new favorite humans that we're just giving a lot of things to do. Thanks. Bye.
Happy to do it.
So yes, Mel is our new production coordinator, and we're very happy to have him here. I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about Cybersmile, which you've totally heard a lot about, but I wanted to give them a little bit of a spotlight during this charity and production spotlight during Roll20CON. So a lot of you have been hearing about Cybersmile. You've been donating to them, which is awesome. We've already raised over $1,000 just today for Cybersmile, so thank you so much for that.
That's so great. Thank you, everybody.
And please continue to donate as the day goes on, as the weekend goes on. All the information about that is right there in the chat. And I mean, cybersmile.org, it's the Cybersmile Foundation. If you ever want to learn more about them, you can go to cybersmile.org. If you haven't actually checked them out to see what they do, they actually do a ton of stuff to help fight cyberbullying in this new digital environment that continues to grow and expand. That's redundant, but you know what I mean. They continue to grow. They have celebrity ambassadors that help them spread the message. People like Richard Armitage, who you might know as Thorin from The Hobbit, or as North and South, depending on who you are and how much you love books. English literature books, but also he's Thorin in the Hobbit movies. And people like Steven Snoopy Ellis, who is a professional League of Legends player, is one of their ambassadors. Fifth Harmony, the whole band is their ambassador collectively. Stephanie Harvey, who's a well-known champion in competitive Counter-Strike, and Cybersmile themselves give a ton of stuff back to this wonderful new world that we live in. They offer resources to help victims of cyberbullying get the help and the services that they need, and that starts with giving them advice and hearing them out, letting them be counseled through that issue. If that situation should ever elevate to something higher that actually needs legal action to be taken, they have resources to help put you back in touch with higher level professionals as needed. They have things like online education programs that is encouraged for educators to use, as well as just people who wish to educate themselves, or parents who wish to educate their children on this new world, to let them know really what cyberbullying is, because especially if you're younger or new, you know, you're learning, coming into this whole new world of the internet, and you get sort of sometimes exposed to everything faster than you're really prepared for it. You don't even know what bullying is until it's happening to you. So it educates people on what cyberbullying is, how to recognize it, and how it can affect you, and then what you can do about it, and what resources are out there to help you and to help others. So let you know how to help your friends if it's happening to them. They also have programs that research cyberbullying itself to better understand what causes it, what makes somebody turn to bullying, what kind of factors go into that, like issues of, you know, social structures, racism, homophobia, and what methods work best to combat and prevent cyberbullying from continuing to be a problem down in the future. So all those things are really programs that we strongly support at Roll20, and we were really happy to partner for the second year in a row with Cybersmile. And as you'd probably have heard, we are accepting donations for them throughout the entire weekend of Roll20CON. So to do that, you can click the link in chat You can also buy a t-shirt directly from Teespring, which is also in chat, thank goodness. We have a really awesome shirt that was designed for us. It includes a luck dragon on the front. I really like it. I can't wait for mine to show up. And everyone who orders a t-shirt will also be able to donate all of the proceeds directly to Cybersmile. In addition, everyone who donates to Cybersmile through any method will receive a complimentary art pack called the Roll20CON Exclusive Art Pack, which in 2017 we just opened up the call to all of our creators on the Roll20 marketplace. I won't name all of their names because there are a lot of them. But everyone from, you might know Gabriel Picard's work, you might know Richard Tran, you might know Devin Knight. A whole bunch of people were kind enough to give Roll20 a complimentary token or a map that went in.
Yeah, I think there's 3 maps and then like 15, something like that, tokens.
Yeah.
And they're like really cool creatures, and it's a super good pack to add in to just get some variety in that old game of yours.
It's pretty great.
Yeah. So anyone $1 or more gets you that pack.
Exactly. And please go check out that art pack. They're really cute. I'm kind of excited. There's like one that looks sort of like a mole thing, and he's got spectacles.
Little glasses.
Yeah. Little glasses. We asked whenever possible for them to incorporate vision aids into that art pack. The idea being that with bullying, we often don't see it. It's going on underneath the surface. It's also easy to ignore situations like that because you're going about your day and you don't necessarily have time to stop what you're doing and help someone in trouble. So we were thinking like, let's help people see what's going on. Just a cute little thing that we try to
cute.
do. So yeah, little call out. Everyone please think about donating a little bit, just a little bit, to Cybersmile. So we also wanted to talk a little bit about some of the super fun things that Roll20 has made recently, which is why Mel.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. So I work now on primarily the Wizards of the Coast modules. So I came in right at the tail end of Strahd and got to help put that all together, put the little bow on it for you all. If you haven't checked it out yet, it is an amazing module. I was running it analog with my gaming group before I started work and was able to switch over to the Roll20 version, and it was like mind blast. Like, all of the handouts are interlinked, all of the tokens are already set up for you. If you are a pro user, the dynamic lighting on the maps as you know your little characters go through the dungeons. There are exclusive top-down Castle Ravenloft maps, which, if you have looked at the isometric ones in the book, which are lovely, are not super efficient for the virtual tabletop. So having access to those is like so amazing.
Those exclusive maps are my favorite part personally, because we looked at, I remember when we first we knew that the isometric maps were in Strahd, and we kept thinking, how
are we gonna do
this? Because when you're doing a virtual tabletop, you've got a square grid. Pretty standard.
And you can't tweak it, to make it ISO.
Yeah, and then you're looking at ISO and you're like, those are rhombuses, man.
Yeah.
Not the same. And so Kristen Carlson, who's also our QA manager, is an artist and quite a good one at that, and was able to look at the isometric maps and interpret them and figure out architecturally how to recreate Castle Ravenloft in a top-down format, which is no small feat, my friend.
No, not at all. What she did with the Heart of Sorrow is so good, and the dynamic lighting in there is really interesting too. It's like this, I can't remember exactly how many hundreds of feet thing where there's a lit heart way up top, and so the way the dynamic lighting works is that each level you go up, it gets just a little brighter. So which is
I'm so glad I didn't do that.
I didn't do it either, but when I looked at it, I was like, gosh, you guys did an amazing job. But yeah, so if you haven't checked out Curse of Strahd, please do. We actually have the whole Taroka deck in there, so you can do Madame Ava.
Oh wait, I can't hear you anymore, Mel. Oh no, yes I can. What? Oh no, yes I can. Mel, I actually couldn't hear you just there. Could you repeat that about Madame Eva? Mel, I actually couldn't hear you. Sorry. We're having slight minor technical difficulties as we make sure that we can hear Mel, because Mel has interesting stuff to say. Wait, there we go. Yeah.
Are we
okay,
good?
We're good. We're good.
Ah!
Okay.
My microphone has a really great USB port, and apparently I moved my knee too much.
This has happened to me. We all understand. Okay.
Yes. So I was talking about the Taroka deck.
And being Madame Eva in the game.
Oh yeah, so you can do like Madame Eva / Esmeralda's tarot reading or Taroka reading just right on the table with all of your players, which I think is super cool.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah. So
I kind of just want to do that. Maybe have like a random session. Be like, so today I will read the tarot for you.
The heart of the cards.
Which
you don't have to go to Barovia. You could just, play with the Taroka
Which,
deck.
not to be a shameless plug or anything, but kids, you can also just buy the Taroka deck by itself as an add-on on Roll20 if you so choose.
Yeah, and it's the art is the exact same set by Chuck Lukacs. So if you like that art, you can have it in any game you choose.
But yeah, Curse of Strahd is such a hefty adventure. And we got to do some really cool stuff with it that I was super happy about. Like, we had rollable tables for all the many, many shapeshifters, which was fun. And I don't think that feature is going to be going away too soon.
Yeah, that is, like, for any, like, shape-changing creature. I've actually been going back and patching our older modules, like stuff from Tales from the Yawning Portal and Lost Mines of Phandelver, and so I've been going and making new rollable tokens for things like doppelgangers and were creatures and stuff. So expect to see some regular updates, not like weekly, but I'll be on it, to past modules as well. But yeah, like for Strahd, I think he has four different forms, something like that. So you can just click on his. Yeah, you can just click on his token and it changes the image. So you don't have to go find a swarm of bats or a cloud of mist. It's all like integrated right into his dungeon or his token.
Speaking of patches, I think it deserves mention that Mel started with Roll20 and within the first 2 weeks there were 3 patches that went out, which that's good. It's pretty good. We're very happy about that.
I still have a few more to do. If you own any of the Wizards of the Coast module content and you've noticed anything, this token shows up the wrong size or with the wrong HP or anything like that, please go on the forums, onto the bug report forums, and each module has its own thread, and post it, and then I will see it and I will go fix it. Yeah. I really I know that I personally, as a human, am dedicated to you guys having the best module experience. So I'm not afraid to go back into those old modules. I'll get them all fixed up for you.
Always perfecting.
Yeah. So, but in the works, we also have the Wizards of the Coast release that they just announced. So we are working on Tomb of Annihilation now and just started really deep diving on production for that this week.
Well, what am I saying? I have barely touched it. Yeah. But you have been all over it.
You did give me the Dropbox full of files, which I will be forever thankful for.
We received the Tomb of Annihilation files that we will be using to make the Roll20 module version, which is coming out on the Hobby Store date, which is September 8th, if I remember correctly, so stay tuned for that. And once we received it, I just sort of handed it to Mel and the rest of the module production team and went, bye, kids.
But yeah, so I've been starting to get my fingers into that module, and I think you all are really gonna like it. I feel like the whole production team learned a lot on Curse of Strahd, and that we're gonna bring that same level of like detail and usability to everything moving forward. So I'm excited about it.
And we've already started to hear a little bit about Tomb of Annihilation from Wizards of the Coast. But to recap a little bit, what's the story summary, Mel? Tell us about it.
So it takes place in the mysterious jungles of Chult. And there has been a curse. They call it the death curse. So anyone who has been raised from the dead is now starting to re-die. So even though they've been resurrected, yeah. So people are starting to waste away and die again. So the adventurers need to go find it, find out the source of this. And they've revealed that it comes from an artifact called the Soul Forge.
Yeah, which sounds pretty ominous.
So it feels like a really good, I believe I heard it described also as like D&D meets Indiana Jones. So there's a lot of, going through the jungles and treasure hunting and dungeons with like intricate traps. And it feels like a really good, gritty dungeon adventure. Like it's still got some really cool open world content, but if you've played a lot of the things like Curse of Strahd, which is so open world, and then Tales from the Yawning Portal is a bunch of cool dungeons, but they're all kind of one shot. This has a really great ramp up to the like big dungeon. And I have to be careful so I don't say too much,
Yeah,
but I think that y'all are really gonna like it, and it's gonna have some really cool challenges for us as a production team to make it.
It's a pretty
awesome
big
as it deserves
adventure,
to be.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's it's from levels 1 to 11.
Okay.
So it will take your party, all the way to being true adventurers. And it has good rules for bringing in parties of any level.
Nice.
So if you've already have a game going on and your folks are 3rd level, 5th level, 7th level, it has rules for how to bring them in too. So you don't have to start all over again.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Well, I mean, you could even actually play through, I just realized this, play through Tomb of Annihilation and then go play Tomb of Horrors. Because you've got a level 11 character.
Exactly. Yeah. So there are a few questions in the chat and I want to see if I can answer any of those. It's not a rebranding of Tomb of Horrors. It's kind of a, I don't want to say sequel, but it's it goes back to that really like puzzle and trap and dungeon heavy.
Like there's references that people will, like fans of those adventures of like old AD&D stuff, like they'll remember them. And it'll be like, ooh, yes, this is deja vu a little bit, but
yeah, it has a couple of really good throwbacks, and also it's just super interesting. I'm really like, so they actually consulted with Pendleton Ward from Adventure Time on the story.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So there's some really good moments of humor and stuff like that in this like kind of serious adventure, but it all flows really well. And yeah, there's definitely dinosaurs, definitely zombies.
There's also zombie dinosaurs, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Maybe. Someone told me that at some point.
Yeah.
I saw a picture somewhere, but
yeah. So if you like zombies and you like dinosaurs and you like dinosaur zombies, Tomb of Annihilation is the module for you.
I was like, I'm not gonna say anything specific because there's a lot that we can't say yet, even though we're totally reading it, guys.
It's very exciting.
Big Olympics abound. But I was in the Wizards of the Coast offices a couple of weeks ago and was on the floor where the concept art was just there. So I was kind of like looking around. I was like, ooh. All I can say is it's cool. It looks pretty.
Yeah.
Art is always the thing that gets me the most excited about a new adventure, and having looked through some of the stuff for Tomb of Annihilation, I'm getting really jazzed.
Yeah, I'm the same way. The first night I just sat down and looked at every picture. That was my goal for the first night, was to just log every picture. It gives you a good overview of the adventure.
Is there anything that's really big and new about this adventure, or anything what separates it from the last few adventures that we've gotten from Wizards of the Coast?
Again, really cool jungle adventure.
Yeah.
One of a longer story. So tells a whole bunch of great one shots you can add, or not one shots, but in individual dungeons you can add in. While this is like a long spanning arc, there's a whole bunch of cool stuff to do in this jungle.
Yeah.
And then it all really culminates in an amazing dungeon.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, how long will? Oh, you can't. Well, yeah. How long will people be in that dungeon? Like many sessions? I don't know if we can say that.
I don't know. Well, I don't
dungeon.
know.
Yeah,
it's a big dungeon.
All right.
But yeah, so I'm really excited to run people through it once I have finished my work on the Roll20 module.
Right.
It'll be really cool. So I hope you all enjoy it and have a good time in Jolt.
I know.
And then, so I think we've also discussed that we do want to continue putting in Wizards of the Coast modules from the backlog as well.
Yes.
So our hope is to get Princess of the Apocalypse and Horde of the Dragon Queen and stuff like that. We have absolutely no dates on any of that because we are working on Tomb of Annihilation, but that is something that we're interested in. So. Yeah. If you guys have been curious about where's Princess, where's the Underdark,
and we know many of you are.
we also want to have them there.
Yes.
So
and I know I've heard about Horde of the Dragon Queen a lot lately, and yeah, we hear you loud and clear. Yes. At some point. But yeah, we're really excited to get all of those great backlists, especially 5th edition stuff, because we really like those, and so do a lot of people who use Roll20. So we like to deliver.
Yeah.
I just saw a question in chat that I want to ask. Would you wear heavy armor in a jungle? Is there any like area specific stuff that we can talk about? Like, do you have to worry about heat exhaustion?
I don't know. I don't know if I've seen that yet.
Okay, I haven't actually, guys. I haven't actually read it.
Yeah. I'm not sure what I'm allowed to say and what I'm not allowed to say yet. But I would caution against bearing too much skin.
Right.
Yeah.
For any reason.
I mean, you've seen the mosquitoes in Florida. Can you imagine the mosquitoes in Jolt?
I'm very upset now. Just thinking about giant Jolty mosquitoes.
Magic armor, which will definitely never be dispelled by anything.
Lemon armor. Citronella armor.
Citronella armor.
Hang on, before we go play D, let me just drench myself in citronella.
Yeah. I've got my fantasy deet in my back pocket.
Keeps the dinos away too. That's just a bonus. Awesome. Yeah, thanks very much, Mel, for talking to us about that stuff. I know everyone is very excited for Tomb. No pressure.
I better perform. No, I totally love the team that we're working. Like, the production team is super awesome. Everybody's really excited to just dive right in and get you guys an awesome play experience with your friends. Like, it's not play testing, it's actual playing. We play test, you actually play.
Yeah. But, you know. So one more time, please consider donating to Cybersmile and get the Teespring t-shirt if you would like that super awesome luck dragon to be flying across your shirt. And also take a look at just straight up donating minimum $1 to Cybersmile and get the Roll20CON Exclusive Art Pack. Get some really cool, fun art in exchange for donating to a super great cause. And also stay tuned for more cool stuff coming from Mel and the rest of the production team and Roll20 as a whole. Specifically, Tomb of Annihilation is coming up. And think about checking out Curse of Strahd if you want a new adventure to tide you over. I'm personally still in my Storm King's Thunder game that I'm DMing. I'm doing okay with that. And I'm already kind of like, can we just go to Ravenloft? Can we just like forget about these giants?
Hey, what level is your party?
We're still in the first chapter, man.
Creeping mists enter.
Yeah. Ooh. Drakes you over.
You're suddenly
Barovia.
attacked by wolves.
Yeah.
The end.
Yeah. Up next, we're gonna have a game of Monster Hearts, which I'm super excited to be watching. We have V, we have Rob, we have Jess, we have Blue Jay, and our own wonderful Roll20CON host Naja playing Tristray, playing a wonderful game of Monster Hearts. So please stay tuned to watch that. And thanks again, guys, for tuning in, and have lots of fun during Roll20CON. Yay!
See you guys.
Bye.